welcome to PTI. I'm here with James Scott and Wyatt Guerin. I'm Max Haber, and today our topic is Brock Purdy a system quarterback? James, what do you think?
In my mind, yes, Brock Purdy is definitely a system quarterback. He looks very good on the 49ers, but I believe that if you put him on any other team, he won't look nearly the same level. He doesn't elevate a team to that next level. He's just another Jimmy Garoppolo, really.
I think that's a horrible take. Brock Purdy led the league in he had the best PFF grade on long passes. And I don't think that just because he has good teammates means he's bad.
It's not necessarily that he's bad. He's good enough to do his job, but his job just isn't that hard on a team that has the best roster outside of quarterback in the league.
Well, if you think that the Niners' quarterback spot is a system spot, how come Trey Lance didn't work out?
Because Trey Lance was not very good, quite frankly. But if we're looking back at prior examples, I used to defend Jimmy Garoppolo. He was in basically the same scenario, and I thought Jimmy Garoppolo was actually good. And then he went to the Raiders, and he proved to me that he was never that good. And he was only good because he was on the Niners. And I think if Brock Purdy goes to another team, he might not fail as hard as Jimmy Garoppolo, but we'll still see a massive decline in performance from the 49ers to, say, a team like the Raiders.
Well, I mean, I feel like if you have worse teammates like it was with Jimmy G on the Raiders, you're going to have worse stats and you're going to look worse.
You would. I agree, but I'm just saying that Brock Purdy doesn't really do that much for his team. To be quite honest, he doesn't change the game. He doesn't elevate the 49ers to a level, to a high level. They really just he's an average quarterback on an incredible team, and average on the 49ers is good enough to make the NFC Championship, but not to win a Super Bowl.
I think he's a lot better than average. I mean, he's a really accurate passer. He can scramble pretty well.
He is an accurate passer, but that's all. As I've been saying, that's all he needs to do is pass accurately. All he needs to do is throw a quick 5-yard pass to Deebo Samuel and let him run to the edge. Give the ball to Christian McCaffrey and let him do his thing. He's one of the best offensive lines in the league, the best running back in the league, a good receiving core, and a good defense.
So James,
he just needs to be
if you put Patrick Mahomes on the Panthers, do you think he would have the same level of stats?
They wouldn't be the same, no, but I think that you would see a massive increase in the Panthers' win total. I think they would jump up.
From what, 2 to 4?
No.
2 to 3?
No, I think that in a division like the NFC South, they would be competing for that division because that is more says something about the rest of the NFC South. That's a terrible division. But I think if you put Brock Purdy on the Panthers, they wouldn't improve that much. They wouldn't necessarily win more than 1 or 2 games more.
Well, I mean, obviously Brock Purdy is worse than Patrick Mahomes, but he's still an above-average, good tier quarterback. I feel like you're not giving him enough credit there. And he was the best quarterback on deep passes last year. So part of that is due to his receivers catching, but you still have to throw accurate balls like that.
He does have to throw accurate balls, but he just does his job really. Throws accurate balls, but he doesn't help his team in a special way that some quarterbacks do.
Well, that is going to be all for our PTI. I'm Max Haber here with James Scott and Wyatt Guerin, and that's all.